Something is happening right now that hasn't happened in 50 years. Central banks around the world are dumping US dollars and hoarding gold at a pace we've never seen before. In the last 4 years, central banks have bought 4,000 tons of gold. For reference, the historical average is around 100 tons per year. That means in just 4 years, central banks have bought the equivalent of 40 years worth of typical gold accumulation. The most powerful financial institutions in the world are hoarding gold like there is no tomorrow. The question is, what do they know that you don't? Take a look at this chart. This shows the price of gold over the last 5 years. You can see that gold has been on an absolute tear. It just crossed $5,000 per ounce for the first time in history. Since the start of 2026 alone, gold has added roughly $4 trillion to its market capitalization. That is more than the entire GDP of the United Kingdom added in just a couple of months to an asset that provides zero yield. Now, a rational person would look at this and say, gold is in a bubble. But here's the thing. It's not just retail investors buying gold. It's central banks, and not just a few central banks. Last year, a survey of 73 central banks found that 95% of them plan to increase their gold reserves in 2026. And that's exactly what's happening. So either central banks are preparing for something big, or this is all a massive bubble waiting to pop. To understand what's really going on, we need to overlay something called real yields on top of the price of gold. Take a look at this chart. The gold line is the price of gold. The blue line is real yields, which I've inverted here. Real yields are the return that US Treasury bonds provide after adjusting for inflation. You can see that throughout history, these two lines move together. When real yields went down, gold went up. When real yields went up, gold went down. This makes sense. Gold is supposed to be a competing asset to Treasury bonds. If bond investors don't believe they're getting a good return by holding bonds, they buy gold instead. Now look at what happened right here in 2022. This relationship completely broke down. Gold started moving in a direction that had nothing to do with real yields. A rational person would say gold has diverged from reality and is a ticking time bomb waiting to crash. But I would argue something else entirely. The old rules of the game were rewritten in 2022, and there are 3 specific reasons why. 3 things happened in 2022 that triggered a complete shift in how central banks think about money. Number 1, the United States froze Russian assets at the onset of the invasion of Ukraine. This sent a very clear message to every central bank in the world. If you hold US dollar assets, they can be confiscated. It doesn't matter how much you have. It doesn't matter how long you've held them. If you end up on the wrong side of US foreign policy, your money can disappear overnight. Number 2, US inflation spiked to 9% for the first time since 1980. This reminded everyone that the dollar is not a stable store of value. The purchasing power of the dollar was being destroyed in real time. Number 3, we saw a record decline in long-term US Treasury prices. Bond investors lost more money in 2022 than in any year in modern history. The so-called safe asset was no longer safe. Now combine all 3 of these events. Central banks around the world realize that US Treasuries are no longer the risk-free asset they were supposed to be. Your money can be frozen, your purchasing power can be inflated away, and the bonds themselves can crash in value. So what do? You buy the one asset that cannot be frozen, cannot be printed, and has held its value for 5,000 years. Now let me show you the hard evidence that this is actually happening. Take a look at this chart. This shows central bank gold purchases since the 1990s. You can see that the pace of buying doubled starting in 2022, from an average of around 400 tons per year to over 1,000 tons per year, and it's not stopping. Now let's look at the other side of this trade. If central banks are buying gold, they have to sell something else to pay for it, and that something is US Treasuries. Take a look at this data. In the 12 months ending October 2025, BRICS countries sold a combined $183 billion in US Treasuries. China sold $71 billion. India sold $51 billion. Brazil sold $61 billion. These are not small numbers. These are the largest economies outside of the Western world, systematically reducing their exposure to the US dollar. And here's what makes this even more significant. China's central bank currently holds only about 6% of its reserves in gold. Compare that to the US central bank, which holds around 70% in gold. If China were to increase its gold holdings to just 20 or 30%, that would represent 6,000 additional tons of gold being bought. That would squeeze a gold market that is already in tight supply. Now here's where things get really interesting. On January 20th, 2026, something happened that Wall Street is calling the Sell America trade. Take a look at what happened that day. The US dollar fell, US Treasury bonds fell, US stocks fell, and gold spiked to its biggest one-day gain since 2020, all at the same time. This is global investors fleeing US assets and moving into gold. One analyst at Evercore described it as investors looking to reduce their exposure to a volatile and unreliable United States. Those are strong words, and since then, the trend has continued. Morgan Stanley now forecasts the dollar could fall another 11% in 2026. JP Morgan forecasts gold reaching $5,055 by the end of the year. Deutsche Bank has a target of $6,000. The question is no longer whether the dollar is weakening. The question is how fast. So what does all of this mean for you? If the dollar continues to fall, it means the purchasing power of your savings is being eroded. It means inflation could remain sticky even if the Fed cuts rates. It means the old playbook of holding cash and bonds may not work the way it used to. Now, I'm not saying the dollar is going to collapse tomorrow. The dollar is still the world's reserve currency, but the data is clear. Central banks are diversifying away from dollars. They're buying gold at record pace, and they're selling US treasuries. This is a structural shift that started in 2022 and is accelerating. So here's what you should be watching. Number 1, watch the dollar index. If it breaks below 95, that's a major warning sign. Number 2, watch central bank gold purchases. As long as they keep buying, gold has a floor under it. Number 3, watch the BRICS treasury holdings. If the selling accelerates, that puts pressure on US interest rates and the dollar. When 95% of central banks say they're buying gold, maybe it's worth paying attention to what they know. This video connects directly to our analysis on the Federal Reserve and the Fed trap that we covered recently. If you haven't seen that video, I'd recommend watching it next. It explains why the Fed is trapped and what that means for interest rates and your mortgage. Link is in the description. Thank you for watching.